Hey guys, welcome back to MMA Library. Today in MMA and UFC news, Javier Mendez has revealed who Islam Makhachev wants to fight next during a recent interview. Mendez claims Islam has his eyes set on a rematch with Alexander Volkanovski. Here's what Mendez had to say.
Yeah, so no, Islam won that fight. But was it a tough fight? Hell yeah. Was it tougher than I thought? Hell yeah. Did he gain my full respects? Hell yeah, he got my respect. But am I looking forward to the rematch if they have one? Hell yeah. I want that rematch. I know Islam wants it too.
Yeah.
So we're not dodging nothing. If they UFC puts that match together, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen willingly on both parties. They're gonna want it. We're gonna want it. And I would hope they would make it a huge event because that fight delivered. It delivered. It was everything that was expected. It delivered. Just like this last fight delivered also with Pereira and Izzy. That delivered. Even though I didn't watch the fight, it delivered. Yeah. But number one, number two, number one versus number two, that delivered.
Paulo Costa recently dropped some big fight news. It seems a potential matchup between Costa and Jan Blachowicz is in the works for UFC 288. Costa tweeted, May 6 pay-per-view event is in trouble. Jan Blachowicz versus Costa could be the salvation. I go up 205 on all juice. Let me know, UFC. Costa followed it up with, and I come back to fight Gourmet Chin Chen in October, no worries. Jan Blachowicz then tweeted, so a few days ago Paulo Costa got offered to fight me. I've said yes, he said no. The fight is off. How much juice does he need? One bottle of wine is enough to knock out this guy. Costa then tweeted, there is not only rumors, guys. Hunter Campbell is called. I think both sides have agreed. Let's set the details. There is eventual moving up. I could make 185 without issues. Gourmet Chin Chen only can fight in October in Dubai, so it's fine. Costa then hit back at Blachowicz, saying that he doesn't like to say someone is ducking him, but maybe he is injured or bigger than he is right now. But as far as he knows, Costa is ready to go on May 6th. What do you guys think about a potential matchup between Costa and Blachowicz? And who do you have if the fight goes down? Let us know your opinion in the comment section. Jose Aldo has apologized to Conor McGregor for comments he made following his draw against Jeremy Stephens at Game Bred Boxing 4. Aldo said, I was a little heated. I had just rewatched the match in the locker room and I had won. Everybody said it, and right after that a reporter asked me about McGregor's comments, and I hadn't seen what Conor had said. I called him names, laughed a lot because of that, but when I got to Brazil, I messaged him apologizing because I saw it wasn't his intention to challenge me, he was trying to give me a push. I misunderstood his intentions. But we're cool again. Conor is my friend. I wish him all the best. Aldo also went on to say he would be open to training with Conor McGregor in Ireland. Yes, why not? I have a lot to learn in boxing. Here are some great Irish boxers, so if I have the opportunity to go to Ireland and train with Conor and the Irish, I'm super open to it, especially pro boxing. It's a new world, and I have to learn from the best. Conor has good boxing. He fought Mayweather in boxing, so he has a lot to teach me. Jared Gordon has some words for Paddy Pimblett during a recent interview. Gordon believes he's living rent-free in Paddy's head.
His fans are my fans now. Every now and then there's always someone that's like, you're Paddy's son, something like that. But like, if you look at his page, people send me like screenshots of the comments on his page, and it says like 30-27 Gordon, 30, nonstop, Gordon's son, this, I don't know, that's like a thing, I guess. But I would say like 99% of the world or MMA fans think I won that fight, and I'm clearly like living rent-free in his head. He just had surgery and he's in his recovery room in the hospital, and he's in the first couple of words he's talking about is Jared Gordon. If I thought I won a fight and I wanted to move on and upward, I wouldn't be talking about Paddy Pimblett from my hospital bed. But it's not just me living rent-free in his head, it's every other media outlet and person in the industry. Joe Rogan, Nate Diaz, I think, said something. A bunch of people think I won the fight.
Curtis Blaydes recently spoke about a potential fight with John Jones during the media day for UFC Vegas this weekend. Here's what Blaydes had to say.
If he beats Stipe, and then you and him apparently he has a little bit of a weird animosity towards you, that fight would be massive. And then for you to have this opportunity to be the one to beat John Jones, is it a bit frustrating that he might potentially not do that and just retire?
No, I mean, I'm not in this for glory. A lot of, that's not what wakes me up and gets me working out in the morning. I'm here for money, and I know if I have the belt, I get more money. So whoever I have to fight to get the belt, I really don't care who it is. It would help, obviously, if it was John, that helps my legacy, but it's not the end all be all for me.
Michael Bisping gives his thoughts on what's next for Max Holloway following his victory against Allen last weekend.
Yeah, it was close, for sure. You know, and there is some comparisons, I guess, to the Yair Rodriguez fight. Yair went out there, started strong, and then Max did his thing. Listen, it's Max Holloway. There's nothing to feel bad about. The only person that I feel bad about is Max Holloway. Do you know what I mean? Because he should be fighting for a belt, but he's not. That's Yair Rodriguez. And even if he went out there, let's just say Yair wins, Max probably won't get the next shot. We've seen that 3 times. You know, if you're Max Holloway, you're probably hoping and praying that somehow Yair Rodriguez, car wheel kicks, bloody Volkanovski's head all the way back to Australia. Do you know what I mean? Because who's next? Well, definitely Max is in. If it's not Volk, it's Max for sure. But still, tremendous fight.
On Holloway fighting the Korean Zombie, Bisping had this to say.
It's one of the few people that Max hasn't fought. So it makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, what's he going to do? Just carry on beating other people, other contenders, other people trying to build the resume to get a title fight? That doesn't make sense. You want fresh challenges and something you can sell to the people. Like Max versus the Korean Zombie, that's a fight night pay-per-view all day long, or a solid fight on any, fight night pay-per-view. Fight night main event, pardon me. I knew I said something wrong. Fight night main event, or even a solid fight on a pay-per-view, you know? So yeah, makes sense. And I'm sure the Zombie's all about it as well.
Bryce Michell claims McGregor is using steroids during a recent video. Michell also goes on to give his opinion on the future fight between McGregor and Michael Chandler. Here's the clip.
Shoot, man. Well, I think McGregor's on steroids, and I don't think they're going to test him properly. I think he'll win on steroids. But if they test him, I think it'll be a good fight. But if he's on steroids, he'll definitely win. But I'm rooting for the Americans. I hope they don't just let Conor go in there on steroids like they did Brock Lesnar at UFC 200. When Conor fights, what does he do for me? Absolutely nothing. He don't get back community. He don't. Yeah. Everybody's all hyped about this guy. I could give a about a McGregor fight, dude. I'll be sitting here at the farm. I'll be scooping up cow manure. That's what I'll be doing. That's a lot funner to me than watching a McGregor fight. I'll watch him play on YouTube or something. Man, I don't get excited about that.
Demetrious Johnson reveals he may retire after his trilogy fight against Adriano Moraes. Here's what Johnson had to say during a recent interview on MMA Fighting.
You did an interview with The Score.
Yep.
And you hinted that the end is near.
Yep.
You said F no to 2 years. Yeah. I'm not fighting 2 more years. And you kind of left the door open to this being the last one. So could we clear the air here? Is it possible this is the last one?
Yeah, it's definitely possible. You know, being 36, you know, I sit down with the wife and the kids and even my close friends, my inner circle, who they don't watch mixed martial arts. They don't train. They all have, you know, normal citizen jobs, I guess you can say. And sometimes, you know, I sit there and think like, you know, how much more do I need to do? Like, how much more do I want to do? Like, I've stated a couple of interviews that I want to compete in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and in IBJJF because my kids are doing it, you know? And, you know, there comes a point where it's like, how much more do I need to do? And I look at my peers that are kind of my generation, like Habib,
yeah.
You know, even Henry Cejudo. Like, I almost kind of got inspired by him the first time we trained together. So I was like, dude, you've been out for 3 years. Like, how are you making a living? He goes, I'm hustling, man. Like, I'm making good money. I don't need to come back to fight. I'm coming back because I want to. And, you know, you look at Tyron Woodley, you know, he's out there hustling. So I feel that there has to come a point in time where I need to force myself. Like, okay, we've relied on my body and my athleticism to pay my bills. It's time to start looking at other avenues to bring in revenue.
Guys, thanks so much for checking out the video. If you like the content we do here on this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to MMA Library for all the latest MMA and UFC news. We'll see you in the next video.